Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidina Rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. And these short videos, I would like to discuss very quickly the Hadith of Jibril Alaihissalam, in which Jibril Alaihissalam came to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and he asked him 4 questions. He asked him about Islam, he asked him about Iman, he asked him about Ihsaan, and he asked him about the signs of the Day of Judgment. At the end of the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ, he said, هَذَا جِبْرِيلٌ جَاءَ يُعَلِّمُكُمْ دِينَكُمْ. This is Gabriel, he came to teach you your religion. So all of these 4 questions and the answers to those 4 questions constitute our deen. Islam. When the Prophet ﷺ answered the question of what is Islam, he said the shahada, the prayer, the fast of the month of Ramadan, the zakah that we owe on our excess wealth, and the hajj once in our lifetime if we are able to. All of those things are actions. In the study of religion, correct action is called orthopraxy, correct action. The Sharia for us helps us understand what is our correct action. What is the right thing that the believer is supposed to do at this moment or that moment? Should we do this or not do this? The Prophet ﷺ answered with those 5, as we know, the 5 pillars of Islam. However, over the course of Islamic history, there emerged 2 great sciences to help us understand what Allah Ta'ala wants us to do and when He wants us to do them. There is the science of usul al-fiqh, and then there is the science of fiqh itself. Fiqh is the results of the process of ijtihad. After one looks at the Quran and the Sunnah, and you derive a rule, you deduce a rule that I'm supposed to do this here, I'm supposed to do this there. This is fiqh. In Islamic history, we have about 1.2 million points of Islamic law. And usul al-fiqh teaches the Muslim how to think, how to read the Quran and understand what is meant. Is this verse partial or is it general? Is this verse intended for all time or a certain time? Is this verse changed or abrogated by another verse, or is this verse continues to Yawm al-Qiyamah? So usul al-fiqh teaches us how do we think, how do we understand the Quran, and how do we understand the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Throughout Islamic history, there have been over 80 madhahib of fiqh. There have been over 80 mujtahids, 80, over 80 mujtahids who have sought to take the tools of usul al-fiqh, the interpretive tools of usul al-fiqh, apply them to the Quran and the Sunnah, and help guide our actions. Of course, as Sunni Muslims, we are familiar with the 4 famous madhahib, the Hanafi, the Maliki, the Shafi'i, and the Hanbali. But there are many other schools. Some of them are still around, like the Ibadi, the Zaydi, the Ithna Ashariyya, the Zahiri, in small parts around the Muslim world. But yet there were over 80 throughout Islamic history. The point is that this is a very wide and expansive body of knowledge. And I hope that inshaAllah this will pique your interest to seek to study more, inshaAllah. Wallahu ta'ala a'la wa a'lam.